than that.
Yeah, you live.
What's up, everybody? Let's try this again. I'm Pete. Welcome to Little Lions Church, where our goal, our mission, our shtick is to love God, love people. This is a unusual time for us to get together on Facebook and whatever, live. But I've resurrected Jorge. I've pulled him back from his holidays. And we are going to chat. We're going to talk. We're going to discuss watch parties and the potential that they bring you and us and all things. There he is. Here's Jorge.
I was saying in the other video, I need to make sure I put my right side, and so I don't show my gallon.
Are we live?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, we are.
I don't see the notification.
Yes, we're live.
Oh, there's the notification.
Yes,
I got
we're
it.
Live. Don't worry.
Here it is. Huzzah.
Yes, we are live, and
After some brief technical difficulties.
yes, but we figured it out. I knew a few things. Yes, we're live, and thank you for tuning us with us. We just want to talk about you really are. Yes, yes, we are alive.
Here we are.
Yes.
Woo! Yippee!
You know, we had an elders meeting yesterday.
It's true. I was there.
Yeah, you were there, and we were talking. We were saying, we're trying to figure out a bunch of things, and we were praying yesterday, and we trying to figure out how to adapt. My kids are going back to school. I guess your kids are going grade 1 now,
Yeah,
right?
Molly's going to grade 1.
Molly grade 1.
Yep.
And we're trying to figure out how we adapt, to this season, and it's been quite a weird season.
It has.
Oh my!
It's been all sorts of things. It's been a roller coaster.
Oh my goodness! And it's been a weird season. So
Yeah.
Some people, they're asking a question: what should we do to engage with other people? And we want to throw an idea, and what we want to call it, watch parties.
Yes.
Yes.
We threw this out at you guys a few months ago. Maybe not 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, something like that.
35 days.
35 and a half days ago. And we just kind of want to revisit it.
Yes.
We think there's a lot of potential in the whole watch party idea. So I guess first off, I was never intending on this being like a church organized thing. So let's just get that straight right now. This is on your own. This is a you guys deal. Because I think by now we can all admit or clarify that we are in fact hanging out with friends and family. We have our bubbles. We have our groups.
What is the word they use in cohorts?
Cohorts, bubble,
Yeah.
compadres, comrades.
You're compadres.
Friends.
Yeah, cohorts sound too hard for me.
Hombre.
Sound like I can do a wrong word.
Yeah.
But
Like we've all got our group,
Yes.
our pack or whatever,
Yeah.
right? So my thought is that we've been hearing a lot of people saying they want community and connection again, which they're not getting through the live stream because it's just them and their family or whatever.
It makes sense.
And that makes perfect sense. But what I was wondering is why don't you guys or us or whoever just watch church with our bubble?
Yep.
Have a watch party like that, because you can have your friends, your family, the people that you're comfortable with, both spiritually and physically, like for physical health, because clearly you're hanging out with them, and just do church whenever you want. Doesn't even have to be at 10:30 on Sunday.
In the first option, Sunday, 10:30 in the morning.
You can do it live,
And then you hang out, you set up the TV or computer, and do worship together. I was telling Byron yesterday, we were just talking in the elders meeting, and I hadn't had the chance to have church service with my family. So last Sunday, I was almost coming to church, but
I told you to stay home.
I stay home. I stay home, and I watched service with my family, with my wife, and it's true. It was weird. I get the whole idea. I miss, actually being here with you guys, and the whatever setup that we normally do on Sunday. But we had talking with my wife about communion. When in a few more weeks we're gonna have communion at church again.
Yep.
But for Easter, when we did our service with the MB, we had communion, and for me it was so cool to have communion with my family.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Like my daughter bring the cup, and it was like the princess cup, not just any cup.
Not just
No,
the basic cup.
like a really bright pink cup. Princess. So
Excellent.
I kind of have to do the whole drinking, like that, and.
We're using grape juice or real wine?
No, grape juice. Yeah, I don't know if we can do wine with the kids yet. Maybe we had to wait.
I thought it was like well, you could have your own though. You could be like, oh no, this
We
is
will wait
Daddy's
6
cup.
months. We will wait 6 months.
See how far this goes.
Yeah. And then my boys bring the bread, and this is such an important part of the Christian community,
Yeah.
when we break the bread and we remember what Jesus have done for us in the cross. So this is the idea of the watch party. We still are the church, and we
Yep.
invite you to be the church.
Exactly.
And as we try to adapt, and we might have different points of view in all this, but also it's a time for us to reach friends and those who don't know Jesus too.
Yeah, well, exactly right. Because I think a lot of people would agree that there's a stigma with the church building. Maybe not the church itself, but like the physical church building that's not necessarily on your neighbor's house or whatever.
Exactly.
So if your neighbor, if you were ever looking for a chance to invite them to church, now here it is.
And this will create a great opportunity for you kind of to explain, to your friends or what is church is about, and yes, we miss the building because there's cool things that happen
absolutely.
when we gather, but also, when we are with friends and the secure of our home, like comfort place, we can reach out, we can pray. Sometimes those things we don't get in the building. If you're shy, and you invite your friend who's introvert, probably at your house or their house, they will feel much comfortable. So we really want to encourage the church to do these watch parties. And
well, it's kind of like a trip back to basics.
Yeah.
Really, right? Like where two or more are gathered in his name, Jesus is there, and small groups. That was the early church. That was it.
Exactly. I was thinking, everyone talk about the new normal, and it's like, what is new?
Yeah, what is new? What is normal?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But through the years, I was taking a class yesterday, and the teachers explain this. 500 years ago, the church had to adapt because they had the Bible. Now everyone had the Bible. Now not just the church, but the Bible was available for everyone. The critic in that moment is like, what people are going to do with their Bibles? We're going to...
They should be doing with their
Bible. Exactly,
Bible.
like why the Bible shouldn't be open for everyone, and it was a big discussion. Now, today, we don't see ourselves without the Bible, and the church adapt, and today could be the watch party for this season, and maybe for the future, become a way that we can do evangelism and reach others.
Absolutely, because now not only do we have the Bible on our phones, but we'll have a church service on your phone. Like depending on when you watch it, it's live or it's pre-recorded or whatever.
And something cool, and you know this.
I know a lot of things.
You know about cool.
Oh, so cool.
But probably you don't know this, that we've been having a lot of people watching that normally would not come to church. And, we are so blessed because of that. And people having questions, and maybe in your group, we're not saying just in Linden, if you are in Three Hills, if you're in Carvin, if you're in Calgary, if you are in the state.
Yeah, we have a few people watching from Washington every week.
If you are in Ontario or Manitoba, what else? If you're in Australia, whatever you are, gather some friends. And
do it.
In our, how we call it, EFAM, online family. No, EFAM is Elevation Church.
Yeah, we can't really snag that.
Will be LFAM.
LFAM.
LAC
fam.
LAC fam. Yeah, our online family. It's growing. It's so cool that we can reach out and explain.
Yeah.
So how would look for you a watch party?
Whew. Well, there's got to be snacks. Like, if you're going to watch something, there's got to be snacks. So I'd say think of the Super Bowl, but instead of football, you just put my man Jorge up on the screen.
What, bull?
Yeah.
Man,
Like
come on.
bull? Yeah. That's what I don't know. That's what I was kind of envisioning. Like, just people hanging out, eating, drinking, watching church,
Exactly.
singing, hanging out, praying together, whatever. Yeah.
And that would be in the comfort of your home, you know, like probably you can make a pot of coffee, you know.
Or in the park or wherever. Like, we're not even saying just do it at home. Like, heck, if you want to do a watch party at the Linden Playground or the Three Hills Splash Park or whatever, do it.
You can do it at high seas.
They would probably let you.
Church at high seas. We should talk to Chris.
Yeah, she'd probably be all over
church
that.
Church at high seas. Hey, you will get a 80% discount. This now, I'm just joking. I'm not getting
Hashtag Mennonites and coffee. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And we invite you to try it out and let us know. Send us pictures.
Yes, if you do a watch party or you're planning on doing a watch party, send us pictures, send us a video clip. We would like to make a little montage in the upcoming weeks of our people doing watch party.
Yes,
if possible.
Like tonight at 7:30, we're gonna have worship night. Pike is gonna be leading us to worship, and it's a half an hour time. And take your phone and go to the parking lot in High Seas or home. Invite your friends and put the music there and pray together. Yeah. You know, like to me,
do something together.
Yeah, like to me, this is a great opportunity to go out and share the hope of Jesus, share the love of Jesus, and you know, there's so much going on.
This has kind of been a perfect storm, for lack of a better word, for us, because for several years now we've been preaching like that we need to be outside of the building, that we need to be beyond the walls, right? And now you have no choice. So here we are. We haven't taken away community by keeping the doors closed because the community is outside of this building. So just do it. Do community. Do life together. And if you feel so inclined, have us there with you on your phones. But the big thing, though, is like we keep talking about our schedule. So we have worship night tonight, and we have church on Sunday.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch it on our schedule. That is also the beauty of this watch party. If it works better for your friends to do it on Monday or Fridays or whatever, do it then. You don't have to do church at 10:30 on Sunday.
All our videos will stay online on lindenalliance.com, on YouTube, on Facebook.
Yeah, you might just have to scroll a little bit, but they're all there.
On Twitch.
Yeah,
they're all there. And you know, we kind of trying to figure out also how can we reach youth, kids, you know, and something that social media is doing in the last couple of years is they find people in groups. So if you like mountain bike, that's your group. If you like cooking, that's the other group. You get a bunch of information and all that. So we have groups in our church, people who play video games, other who like music, other one who are farmers, and they share their views and all that. So we're trying to figure out a way, how can we reach the quiet kids, you know, and
the
those
quiet kids.
Yeah, but there's some
kids
that are more shy, but they love video games.
Yeah.
And because the platform, what I will
Plataforma?
say, that was the old Jorge, and this is the new born again.
The reborn. Do not conform. Yeah.
You know, like Twitch is owned by Amazon, and it's like YouTube. You know, it's a competition, and at least my kids, they watch all these videos over there about video game and the influencers over here, and you know, this guy say that. Anyways, and but they're talking about it, so we want to create a place for them, so they can we can disciple them, and we are exploring new ministries.
We are.
This is so
treading
new for us.
out. Yeah.
This is so new for us. So again, the church will never stop sharing Jesus.
Yeah.
And might change how, but the message is still the same.
Yeah. And we're putting a little bit more responsibility or whatever however you want to say it, back on our congregation or whatever.
And
It's not just on us. Like, you guys can get out and do your own thing. You can spread the word however you want. Like,
yeah, let us know, or when you buy your friends to your house, or if you go to someone's house, say, hey, how can I pray? How can we pray today? And maybe the service become a secondary thing, and you have a moment of engaging as a home group. And maybe that's the birth of a home group.
well, that's what we want, right? We don't want the sermon to be front and center. Like, if you're doing a watch party with your friends or whatever, the live stream or whatever should just be the stepping point or whatever. It should just be the thing that gets everybody together. What happens after that is community, right? So
yeah. And in fun ways, like church is not just on Sunday, but also we do fellowship during the week. And one of them, I still want to invite you, come to pray with us if you can on Tuesday at 7 to 8 in the morning, and on Wednesday 4:30 to 5. And if you can, if you would like to be part, we can set up like online prayer meeting. And I know not everyone is all like how they say computer
tech savvy.
Yeah,
Tech savvy.
You know, but hey, I know my mom. She is terrible when it comes with technology, but because she wants to talk to grandkids so bad, she figured it out. And now we talk all the time. So they need, create, opportunities. And this
Well, even like look at Mitch, like one of the 4 elders here. The guy is just about useless with technology, and yet
he's watching.
Here we are. I know he's watching. Yeah. Isn't that what care groups used to be? Says Jessica Bridges.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're just calling it a watch party because it's a party and you're watching us.
And you can party.
You can.
You can party with coffee.
But yes, old school care group idea. Do it.
Yeah. Party with coffee and water.
Holy water.
Holy water. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's true, Jessica. Like home groups. Like we do life together.
Well, and that's why that brings up a point. That's why I don't want to have anybody think that the church is organizing any of this, like a care group, for example, because we're not. Because if it's going to be like if it's going to be like a proper care group or whatever, it's got to be with people that you're comfortable with. Health-wise, like physically health-wise, like if you don't trust that they're not out there licking everybody and touching every doorknob or whatever, then don't hang out with them. That's on you. Obviously, we don't want to be pairing people up.
No.
Do it with people that you trust spiritually and physically, and
we hear all kinds of opinions.
Yeah.
So some people say, I don't care about this, but I need my father is immune compromised, so I need to be careful because I want to see it. So that's why we're not forcing people.
Exactly. It's all on whatever works with your life and your lifestyle. So. And
if you want to bring 5 people or whatever amount of people you're comfortable with, that's your call. You can do it indoor, outdoor, or half and half.
Well, and I think what I think is really cool about this whole idea is just doing it whenever it works for you. Because like yesterday at the elders meeting, we were talking kind of about how like most of the people that watch our weekly sermon are watching it later in the week. So on Sunday when we were live, I think we had 30 people on Facebook at one point. But as of yesterday night at our elders meeting, we were up to 300.
Yeah.
So so it's definitely just whenever people want to watch it. And I just think that's so cool that you're not tied down. Like, so if you want to sleep in on Sunday till noon, do it.
If you want
just
to
watch
have
us later.
Pajama watch party, like
be very careful who you choose.
Yes, because we don't want to go there.
Yeah,
but
and
anyways.
the best thing about this in this current climate, with it being at your guys' house or at the park, why did I say house? At your house
or your
casa or the park or whatever, the regulations and stuff are whatever you want them to be.
Yeah.
Because if we were to do church here, like even if we opened tomorrow or a month from now or 2 months from now or whatever it is, we're not there yet. We're figuring it out.
Working on it.
But whenever we do open, we will have to be following a list of guidelines and recommendations and regulations in order to keep the building going. But you don't have to do that on your own property.
Exactly.
Or at a public space.
Yeah.
So
It's
I just think that's awesome. If you guys want to hug and sing and whatever else, fill your boots because you're not doing it here.
Yes.
At least not in the immediate future.
Somebody say, I like the online service, but I'm tired to sing with my wife.
Yeah.
I love those good. So you always can buy more people.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. You can harmonize. You can get your barbershop quartet out there if you want. Yeah.
Yes. And so church, we just want to, if you don't know how from the technology point of view, and you want to do it and you need help, let us know. We can help you. We can set up something for you with what you have. And we can help you with the logistic of it. But again, it's with the people that you are comfortable.
Exactly. And whatever snacks you can eat or whatever, that's all on you. We don't have a kit. We don't have a guideline or a recommendation list or whatever. That's on you. But if you are on Facebook, it's as easy as checking Facebook like we all do 300 times a day. So it's not going to be a hard thing to set up. You're on holidays.
100 times, that's okay. And you know what? I want to change the topic with this media stuff, whatever. I find it so tiring. I spend so much time on the screen, and because sometimes I have to do some paperwork or whatever, but then I go home and watch a movie, and then I feel like my eyes get so tired. I don't know.
Just move the screen farther away.
I know, but it's still too much.
It is. There's a lot of screen.
But
now you're casting a Debbie Downer kind of vibe on our watch party. I hear.
I'm just saying.
It's all on screens.
But see, my problem is that in my phone, I have too many apps. Who was talking? I think it was Alex Corbell. He was saying to me he's using, trying to clean up his phone and using less app. So no Facebook, oh my goodness. I think I will need a.
We can't all be at the level that Alex is at.
No,
like there's the elders board, and then there's Alex.
But what I'm trying to say is, for some people it's much easier.
Yeah.
And other one is harder.
Yeah.
Like some people it's much easier to get the idea of the online, and for other one it's harder. And
oh, absolutely.
so this is we're trying to manage this as the best we can, and
it's all we're doing.
Yeah.
That's all we can do. So.
Oh, my wife is agreeing with me.
Hashtag truth.
I better say that I don't spend much time with my
maybe she was agreeing with me.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lag on this, so we have no idea.
No, because I think she says it's true that I spend too much time.
Oh, that's probably it.
Yes. But anyways.
Yeah.
Keep our church in prayer, constant in prayer, and
yes, please, and our elders board too.
Yeah. And please feel free to talk to us, and we can let you know why we do what we're doing right now. We might have a blind spot. Maybe you can let us know something that we're not seeing, and you can help us. And you can pray with us. Our elder board and all of us, we're friendly enough, I guess.
We're something.
Friendly enough. So feel free to come, and if we don't know the answer, we will tell you we don't know.
Yeah.
Let us find out, and we want to make you feel that the church is not just for how you call it, cliquey group, or it's for everyone.
Yeah.
And that's why it's sometimes really hard to make this decision, because we need to think
about everybody.
Everybody, and and it get difficult at times. But hey, let me know. I'm off. So if you want to go for coffee,
He's got nothing but time for another week.
Yes. No, actually,
Are you going to admit that you're taking 2 weeks off now?
But that's why it's all the plan all along.
Well, no, you started with 2 weeks, then you added a third week on,
Because
and then you said, I'm not taking 3 weeks off, and now a week has passed, and now you're saying you still have 2 more weeks. So are you accepting the fact that you're taking 3 weeks off in a row, or are you losing track of time.
Well, like many people say, I'm just a pastor. I only work on
Just
Sunday.
a pastor. That's what I
only
tell
work
everybody.
on Sunday.
He's Jorge. He's just a pastor.
I
Yeah.
work on Sunday only. Yes, it's true. And not even half a day, probably 3 hours. And then I take the next day because those 3 hours was hard enough.
Yes. We got another question here. So Jessica Bridges is again saying, so do we have a church phone book for getting in touch with locals? It is in process. It is on the back burner at the moment. We have most of the stuff we need to do it, but there was some reason that was very logical yesterday in the meeting when it was brought up, and I cannot remember what it was.
So we do have, and how we have our church data right now is not very practical.
Yeah.
So it's doable, but it's a long process
Yeah.
to make it work. So I'm trying.
We're working on it.
I'm trying to figure it out.
We're working on it.
How can we have, if we can have an app?
Mhm.
There's a way. Somebody told me there's a way that will not cost us money, and I'm like, okay.
We're all for that.
Okay,
Woo!
I said free. I like so. So maybe that's a way if we can pull this out, then it will be on your phone, of
Yeah.
course.
There you go. That's where it should be.
But we're working, Jessica. Really, like we know the need of this, and
Yeah.
But if you want to be,
But I do hope that you are in touch with people at the moment. I'm just assuming because I saw you walking around town with friends. But yes, we do need to get the book.
Yeah, we will work on it, and we will figure out this. If you have prayer requests, send us prayer requests.
Yes,
Yeah.
always, all the time. Email the church. You can email the church, and it gets sent to elders. You can email the elders individually. There's like 3 or 4 different ways you can email the church/elders. It's confusing. I don't know why we have that many. You could send us Facebook message, leave it in comments, text, call.
There's so many options.
Throw it on a rock.
Probably you know where I live.
Yeah. Just get it to us somehow.
Yeah, you can send us a letter or an email.
Something.
Whatever,
Smoke signal.
Smoke signal.
That would be pretty cool.
Yes. Yeah, and pray with. Hey, by the way, I'm looking for a camcorder. Now I'm live. If you have an old video camera, not too old, but
yeah,
a video camera that we can use for a little bit, and maybe you and I use it when I give it to the church. Hey, talk to the.
We can give you a tax receipt for donations.
We're looking for a camcorder, video camera, to have an extra one.
Yeah.
And we, yes.
We got a lot of needs. We shouldn't get into that list.
Yes. Yeah. Also, we trying to figure out many things. We need to fix the TV for the nursery too. Like a week before COVID.
That thing's been temperamental for a long time. It's not just the week before COVID.
It died.
Yeah.
It's an old camera with an old TV, and something happened. I think Jesus said, "It's enough."
That was the sign. Yeah.
It's enough. And our I think our cables TV died. So we got the TV. Now we need to figure out how we're gonna get there. Kurt and I, next Friday, we're gonna travel to Lethbridge, and my brother-in-law work in the Miracle Channel.
You say that all the time.
Yeah, so
you're really proud of your brother-in-law.
I am. So
every time we get together, did you know my brother-in-law works for the Miracle Channel?
He's the Miracle guy.
It's like, seriously.
We're gonna go over there, and Kurt and I, we're gonna go and dream.
You're gonna dream at the Miracle Channel?
Yeah, we're gonna dream about the cameras and what we need to we're trying to figure out this. We've been learning.
Pause that for a second. We have, as a church, figured out a lot of stuff.
Oh, yes.
With very limited technology because I don't want to brag or anything, but the Alliance Mothership is sharing our live stream as kind of like an example point for other churches that have significantly better lighting and camera equipment than we do with 2 LED work lights and a camcorder.
We have
it's coming together.
A reflection light. We use a
piece of insulation.
Insulation. We use a piece of insulation, and this will help us. Look at my face.
There it goes. There you go.
Look,
There's some nice light.
Look at Peter right
Woo!
there. See?
Yeah.
And we use a isolation. Yeah, we figured out this. And
Insulation.
Isolation.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Isolation is what we're all doing. That is
okay.
insulation. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so we have a light there.
Yeah. And some tin foil. We're using
tin foil.
tin foil on that one.
Actually, that light is a construction light.
Yeah.
You know, you use for building. So we have one there, one there, and here, there, and here.
I think what really put us over the edge, though, is these wood things in the back. I think that really set up our game. You know, once we had the decoration, we had to compete with it. So.
Yeah, and we're trying to figure out stuff. And yes, if you want to serve, not surf,
Serve.
and you can surf too. It will be fun to see that.
Yes. But, speaking of serving, so not only serving like the church itself to help get us back up and running, or when we are back up and running, because we will need a lot of volunteers, but there's a couple of volunteer groups in Linden itself, the community, that have popped up to help get groceries to people that are having a hard time traveling or having a hard time with the being in the store with everybody else, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So if you are a server, if that is your thing, if your gift is serving, there is an outlet in Linden here. I think some other towns maybe might start something up.
Yep.
So yeah, I thought that's pretty cool. Keep that in mind if you just desperately need to help somebody. There's your chance.
The food bank too.
Food bank
is, you know, we have people coming and to give some food to the food bank, and those guys have been busy. Yeah. So we trying to figure. I think I saw your video on Sunday. And you were too quiet. I think you missed me.
I did. I needed you. Well, but also I think a lot of people are camping because I think I had like all of 6 comments.
Yeah. No.
So you can't.
Was a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people camping. Anyways, are you going camping?
No, I'm not. Are you?
No.
You're on holidays.
I wanted to, but it was packed.
Yeah.
Whatever. Everywhere.
It's August, man. That's what happens.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna go camping in November.
Whatever. You'll be
Anyways,
quieter.
That's all we got, church.
I think so. So
Watch party.
Watch party. If you are going to do a watch party, or you currently are doing watch parties, send us a picture or a video clip or something of your watch party. We would love to see it, and then potentially use it in an upcoming little "this is our congregation" video thing. Something spectacular and bedazzled and flashy.
Yes, and we will figure out this.
Yeah.
Watch party, and you know, we keep saying this. Well, we miss you big time. You are in our prayers, and and this is gonna pass.
It's going to eventually, one way or another.
My son told me the other day, "Come on, Dad, I've never been in a pandemic before."
I like how your son has a deeper voice than you.
Well, no, but he was like, "Come on, Dad." No,
oh, is that son?
Yeah. I've never been in a pandemic before. I said, well, me either. You know, and it's been such a thing. Kurt, just so you know, I know you're watching, we have worship night. I was planning to text you.
Yeah, Kurt, you better be here. We need you. This is take number 2 because we couldn't figure out how to make the sound go. So we need you, Kurt.
You know, Bree, I started to help us with the videos and camera. Tommy Asuncion is helping with the camera, and Malachi is sending the connecting you. And if you want to help and you want to, there's some people that have no problem working with a group of 5, 10, but there's other ones that prefer to work behind the scenes. Hey, right now, there's a lot behind the scenes work. So if you want to help and you want to know, it's easy. If I can do it, you can do it.
Because he's just a pastor.
I'm just a pastor who work for a few hours on Sunday. Oh my goodness! If I only, I remember
the truth in these statements is incredible.
My dad was a pastor too, and one time they asked me, and at the school, I was a kid back then.
I'm hoping, if you're at school,
You know, well, Anyways, and they say, "What do your dad do?" I said, "Nothing. He's a pastor." So my dad, I think, was very offended by it. But here I am,
Here you are, living the dream.
living the dream.
Yeah.
Yes, living the dream.
Occasional coffee, say a couple things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm working my personal mobile pulpit right now. I can pretty sure I can
Just
hold
about rest your
I can hold my phone and Bible.
That's a good skill. That's the best skill to come out of COVID, man.
Yes. So I don't know. For me, COVID has been good. I can hold.
Some
my
people have
Bi-
those little popper things on the back of their phones. They can like hook it with your fingers. You're like, no.
No, watch this.
Yeah.
Watch this. I can hold my phone. Yes, mobile pulpit. Hey,
I hope the first live preach we do in here with everybody back in here, I sure hope you rest your
hey,
Bible on your
church,
gut.
Watch this. Yes. Oh, sorry. Now
Yeah.
we're going back to nonsense.
Yeah, something's
Watch
happening.
party.
Watch party.
Ding.
Ding.
Yes, church.
Yeah,
take
be
care.
there.
Be there. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Shut this down.
Yes, and good to see you. He's gonna say the goodbye, and because he's a good guy, he's gonna pray for you.
Oh, wow.
So take it, church.
All right, let's wind this thing down. Dear God, thanks for today. Thank you for this opportunity to get together with Jorge and everybody that's watching. I pray that you keep everyone safe and just keep blessing all of us that are watching this video or here right now or watching in the future or whatever. Just you are blessing us. You are giving us everything that we need. Sometimes we just don't see it. So I just pray that you just keep our eyes open and focused on what matters and just continue to keep our hearts where they need to be and just show us ways that we can get together with our friends and our family and just be a community again. In your name, Jesus, amen. All right, church. Have a good day. See you at worship night. 7:30.